Mm, Hello, it's me again, and this is another video of Growlanser WoT of Time. This time I'm going to explain the familiar section of the game. This is the command menu of the familiar, and she is the familiar. There are 4 types of familiar in the game. I can show you the familiars because I don't have a way. Would you know, those are the little fairy things that you see in the game. You can only get one of 4 types of familiar per game, meaning that you have to finish the game 4 times to get all familiars respective ending. Well, first is the fairy command. Here you can see the commands that you can use for your familiar. The first one is called exploration, in which the familiar this will only work in dungeons. When you go to a dungeon and you choose this command, the familiar will be scout the area to search for chests and any treasure and that time. In this case, because I'm in my town, then this command isn't available. This second command is the friendship command. Here you can see the relationship of your character with the rest of the party members. When you see these letters in pink, right? Well, this means that my character, all of them are happy with me, meaning that I have enough friendship points to get their endings. However, to get all the characters ending, you need to do side quests. It doesn't matter if you have relationship at all, but if you didn't complete the respective side quests of any character, then you won't be able to get their ending. Another time. This one is to see the character personality. Oh no, I'm sorry. This one is for. It's like a diary that the fairy has that reminds you of your next point in the game. So if you are lost, you can use this command to remember what you were supposed to do next. This one is for seeing the personality of the character. Here she says whatever the hell is my character behaving. This one is the status command of the familiar. Here you can see the level and the abilities that she has learned. Now you see these little levels here, right? Well, those are familiar traits. Familiar traits, and you have to level them up in order for a familiar to learn these abilities. How you do that? When you go to the dollhouse. Here you see this little thing. That is the dollhouse. You go in there and access to the dollhouse. As you see here is the familiar dollhouse. These are the commands that you can use when you are in the dollhouse. The first one is training. Here, let's going to go to this one. Here is training. These are the training exercises that the familiar can do in order to increase these abilities. The maximum level of these abilities is 9. This number you see here is the times of training you can do, meaning that you can choose whenever, whatever option you have here, 12 times in this case. To to get the familiars training points, you obtain by two means. When you go to mission battles is one, the number that you get of familiar number of trainings, I don't know. And the other choice is to use a special items that you can obtain at the Coliseum. I'm going to choose this one. Now when I choose this one, check here. See? Now this one is level 7, and so since I has reached level 7, the here tells me that my family has learned a level 3 of an ability. Another one. And see, now I have 11 choice. Now I can do it until I run out of number of trainings. This last one section is to use the crystals that I mentioned before. Here there are three types of crystals you can use to enhance a familiar. I don't have any, so I won't be using any one. You will have to find out yourself. This second command is the bestiary. Here you can change your familiar attire. This doesn't change her performance or nothing like that, but since she's the party pet, you can make her wear whatever you want. I'm going to put this one. Oh, that was horrible. Good custom. I'm going to put it another. Oh, if I remember correctly, E is my favorite. Oh. The costumes you can get it by doing side quests or during the missions. Well, during the plot. Well, Growlanser Heritage of War fans will recognize this custom. And lastly, the final choice is the fate list. In the game, you can change a character fate by doing certain side quests. In this case, well, I managed to spare the lives of these characters. This one, I don't know what happened to them. When you can choose them one of these options. Here you can see what happened to a character if you didn't save them. To remain with the spoilers, I'm not going to choose anything here. Then you get out of the dollhouse. The familiar abilities are variant. For example, these ones that have more than one level are support skills. Let's take this for example. This is the counter familiar ability. Well, when Criminally is hit a certain amount of time, sometimes the familiar will attack the enemy. However, she is very weak and she won't be too much damage. But it's cute to know that she wants to protect her master. There are other abilities of the familiar like next example. This one is for events. Here is the one I explained before, that you can see the event, what is your net objective in the game. Another ones that reduce the cost of items, another that reduce the cost of, well, increase the little active points you get in battle, those little stars that you may have seen. That's all for the familiar. If you want to know anything more about the familiars, please check the link that I have put in the description box. Thanks.